no mileage of $4.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now with 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. Gets around him, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, or the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 31, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Mahomes now on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 33 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. First down, Jaguars. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. It's a throw again as Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd down, McKinnon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. ETN up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones from 4 yards out, and the Jags have taken a 4th quarter lead. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Mahomes.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Mahomes.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
down 21-17. Exactly 1 minute remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Here's Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
2nd and 7. Throwing now, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. To throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.